Hey guys, Gamezilla here, and today we're gonna be talking about Fortnite Chapter 2. So basically it's season 11, but technically it's season 11, but it's called Chapter 2, season 1. So basically if you play this, you're an OG because you're playing season 1. I actually think that this is really fun this season, or chapter I guess. And it's actually going to make me play Fortnite a lot more. So before, like in Season 10, this wasn't fun at all whatsoever. I didn't really like Fortnite. But now I'm getting more interested in Fortnite. And I'm still a little bit rusty from not playing that much for basically whole Season 10. But it looks nice so far. And so far there isn't anything overpowered, and I'm really enjoying the new map. But knowing Fortnite that they're probably gonna add at least one thing that doesn't really make the cut towards the fan base. And I thought that the boats would be overpowered, but they're actually pretty good and balanced, except for the fact that they can ride on land if you boost. But only if you can boost. And I'm really thankful for Epic Games for putting so much effort by making a whole new map. And only a few of the new locations are borrowed from the old map. And those are the good ones, like Retail Row and stuff. And I think that so far the season is really balanced, and I like how the graphics are a lot better now. They look way better than they did back in Season 10. So, yeah. So, now we're gonna go over the things that they just added some new stuff. Some new items like the boats and other things, and the fishing rod. And I really like the fishing. I think it's cool. But the things that they removed are all of the Batman items, which should have been pretty obvious, because the Batman thingy wouldn't last forever. They removed the bouncers, which is, in my opinion, is not a very good removal. The launch pad, which is even worse. They should never remove the launch pad. They removed shockwave grenades, which isn't as bad as launch pads and bouncers, but it's still pretty disappointing that they had to remove that. I don't know why. They removed the slurp juice, which is that big of a deal. They removed the chug splash, which I don't think they should have done. The minigun, nobody used it anyways. It was horrible. They removed the tactical SMG, which I'm sort of sad about because I liked it, but it was sort of really strong. They removed stink grenades. Nobody liked them. Heavy sniper. It was. I hear people say that it's overpowered, but I just think that like it's the best gun in the game. But I think that I'm not sure if it's just because I never use snipers because I have horrible aim. But I thought it was just like it was the best sniper, but it wasn't broken or even close to being broken. They removed the deagle or the hand cannon, which I mean I don't really care. I used to love it, but just fell off my radar. They removed the chug jug, which is sort of sad. The infantry rifle I don't really care about. The heavy assault rifle, which I'm so happy about, because since they nerfed it, it was horrible. It was just a waste of space in the thing. And they also removed the hoverboard or the drift board, which is sort of upsetting, but I mean, I wouldn't really care that much, but it's the last way of mobility besides the boat. If it wasn't for the boat, yeah, if it wasn't for the boat, there would be no vehicles or mobility options really in the game. They removed the suppressed guard, which is sort of disappointing. The silenced SMG for like, is it the third or fourth time they removed it? They removed the cozy campfire, but they still have them like natural, but you just can't get them as loot. They removed the shield bubble, which I never used. They removed junk rifts, which are pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good that they removed them. They removed vending machines, which I don't like. I don't like that. They removed the flintlock pistol, which I don't care about, and the revolver, which I don't think anybody cares about, and that includes me. So they removed a lot of stuff, and they only kept some core, like some weapons that were like really a big part of Fortnite, like the assault rifle and the sniper rifle and the 2 shotguns. But I think that there's some stuff they should have kept, like the mobility options, and yeah. And some other changes that I like and don't like are, I like how the UI looks, like the user interface, like the health bar, the level meter, and the mini map and the stuff. It looks a lot better, but in my opinion, it takes up way too much of the screen. And surprisingly, there's actually not that many bugs, even though it's a whole new island. It's really well polished, and there's not that many glitches in it, which I'm happy about. I like how, I also like how they added so much new locations, and they're really interesting, like, I like how you can go in the water, and since there's like a slurp juice spill, even though it's not in the game anymore, you can just heal your shield. And I'm not sure health, because I've never gone into Slurpy Swamp without full health before, but I'm pretty sure it heals your health too, and your shield, because it's slurp juice. Slurp juice, that sounds really funny. And yeah, I also like how you can carry people, and even if you're not on your team, so you can like kidnap them, like grab them and take them away from their teammates. And I'm not a huge fan of how it doesn't show your location, like the names of the locations, until you actually go there. But at the same time, I get why they did it, because it would add more of a discovery factor and more fascination for your first time doing it. And I also think that the battle pass is really good. The first 2 skins are actually pretty, I mean, they're not bad, but compared to the rest of the battle pass, yeah, they're absolutely horrible. And I'm recording this before I got the battle pass, but I'm gonna have the battle pass by the time this is uploaded. I really like the sludge skin, and the rest of the skins besides that are actually pretty good. And I like how you can just press ready while you die, so you can just, as soon as you die, you can hop right into another match, instead of having to go back to the lobby and ready up and all that stuff that you had to do before, which is really good. And I also like how they named just the little locations, like there's a wood factory, which is really cool, so when you go there it shows the name. I think it's like Wood Jam Woodworks or something, or I don't know, but it's really cool. And I'm not the biggest fan of the redesigns for most of the guns. I'm not the biggest fan of how the pump or the tac shotgun or the bolt action or the assault rifle look, but hey, at least there's common snipers. And I'm not sure if I'm the only one who thinks this, but I really like the fishing mechanic. I think I already said this before, because there's a fish stick fish. Like, there's fish stick as an actual fish. I don't know about you, but me and my friends, we hold on to it for good luck, because fish stick is epic from Epic Games. Technically he's rare from Epic Games, but fish stick is just awesome. He's moist. Yeah, and it's sort of cool how all of the Battle Pass skins have edit styles, because if you think about it, they all have like an opposite. Like one of them, they have like the skins are called like something versus something. I'm pretty sure one of them is called Ripley versus Sludge. I like that skin. And it's like a good sludge versus a bad sludge, which I think is really cool. So I'm a really big fan of that, and it gives the skins more diversity. So basically, just a quick overview of the season. I think it makes Fortnite a lot more fun, and it gives me a lot more hope for Fortnite's future. But I know that they're gonna add a lot of changes because it's Fortnite, and so I think they're gonna add a lot of good things, but they might add some things, I'm sure, because not every game can be perfect. Even Fortnite, like, they're billionaires, they can't be perfect. And so I'm sure they're gonna add one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, but if they're really trying to make Fortnite this Fortnite's redemption, like I think they are, then they would just make sure, or tweak it. They would just tweak things and to make sure that the fan base is happy, and to make Fortnite live as long as it can. And even though I like Fortnite now, it's not gonna be my only video. The only videos I make, I'm still gonna make. I plan on making my next video Plants vs Zombies, but I'm gonna be making Fortnite videos a lot more frequently. So I'll try to make like every week a Fortnite video and a Plants vs Zombies video, and occasionally a Minecraft or a Roblox video. And don't forget about next month, November. I'll try to get it out before Thanksgiving, because this is gonna be a long episode. It's gonna be Mushroom Adventures, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. And until then, don't forget to eat your Columbus sauce and like and subscribe.